Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Average Woman Podcast. I am that lady, Miss Nicole, coming at you today with another topic that is near and dear to my spirit. We're going to bring it out and work it out. So I hope you ladies are having a great day today. So today my topic is to talk about how to identify or beware of the witch. So a witch is real, okay? A witch is a person that to a certain extent uses manipulation and powers that she has available to make you believe, see, and think things that really might not necessarily be true. Okay, the witch has a lot of powers. She definitely knows how to manipulate you. She knows how to get under your skin. She knows how to say all the things that you want to hear. Know how to play on your feelings. And she'll try to make you believe things that aren't necessarily true through manipulation. Okay, so you got to be wary. You got to be wary of a witch, because witches are real. Witches are real. Do not think that the physical world is everything, because there is a physical world and there is a spiritual world. And witches know how to manipulate and change things and make you think that things are a certain way and they're not. They have a way of flipping the truth, and they're very powerful, and it's a very serious thing dealing with witches. And we have them in our families. You have good witches and you have bad witches. The good witches are the witches that use their powers and their energy and tools and magic to do good. Okay, they use their powers to do good. They don't think about hurting people. They don't think about any of that. A lot of good witches tend to go into nursing and healing and different things like that. Good witches are good to have on your team because they're smart and they're trustworthy. And they can really see the forest for the trees, So a good witch is an asset, but you have to be able to spot them and know who they are, and don't cross them, because once you mess up, they won't mess with you no more. So the good witch, it's good to find a good witch that you could deal with. And I know everybody like, oh my God, like witches. What you mean? I mean like witchcraft, like witches, like women. I know you guys have met women that just have a no holds barred type of way about themselves. Witches usually have issues. They like to lie. They like to manipulate. They don't tell the truth. And they like to play people against each other. Witches are to be watched. But in order to know who the witch is, you got to understand and know that, for one, this shit is real. You have to know that it's real. That a witch is lurking in all our family structures, ready, willing, and able to destroy and fuck up some shit. You know that you have a witch if your witch you have a witch on your hands if you got somebody that's super selfish, because a witch don't like to give nobody nothing unless it's with strings attached. She'll give you something, but it's with strings attached. And we're gonna get into the bad witch, good witch thing, because that's very important. I know some of y'all, this might be a little bit over your head, but trust and believe, you women, if you really think about it, you have someone in your family or someone around you that gives off that witch vibe. She'll try to change the narrative and put thoughts in your head that's not true. And we'll be right back after these messages. Thanks for listening to my podcast. If you ever wanted to have your very own podcast, I can tell you how to set it up right now. Anchor is an awesome app that's free to download. You can use its creation tools to edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast so that you can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more other platforms. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenerships. And also, it has everything that you need in one place. All you need to do is go download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. I look forward to hearing your new podcast any day now. Thanks. And now back to the show. All right, and we are back to the Average Woman Podcast, and today we are diving deep to talk about a witch and which women with witch-like tendencies and witch-like personalities. So, as I was stating before, there are good witches and there are bad witches. Witches are real. It's not a big, long, pointy nose kind of thing. It's not. It's a mindset. It's a spirit that dwells within the person. Okay? And and as y'all know, like a lot of times back in the days, they used to burn the witches and they used to hang them on the dock of the bay, all kind of different stuff. Especially if you down south, you know about this thing with the witches. If you live near the water, you have stories about the witches and how they used to cut up. So a evil witch is a spirit that a person takes on. A evil witch is a person, as I was stating, that she takes on this spirit. She has a spirit about her that she's the victim, that she's not very giving. She really doesn't like doing things for people unless it's someone outside of her family. She really doesn't. She'll go all out for family, for non-family members, but for family, you get the bare minimum or you get nothing at all. That witch is really hard to deal with, because a lot of times they end up being super close to us and they can really mess us up. A lot of us was raised by witches. And really don't even know it. We were told, we've been lied to so much. That we really don't know what to believe anymore. But please believe that you may have been raised by a witch. A witch may have taught you some of her foul ways, unfortunately. And you may be carrying on that same trait down the lines to your family. Unfortunately, if you don't check it and unlearn that behavior and those things that has been instilled in you, you could carry that stuff on to the next generation and the next generation, and just really screw over a whole line of your daughters. This witch, and it's the selfishness. It's a selfishness bug that they have. The witches are extremely selfish. They're extremely self-centered. And like I said, they know how to turn the ropes on you and make you feel like you're the problem when it's really them all along. But they're just manipulating you because they have a direct line to your heart and one of those unlimited get out of jail free cards. Because part of them manipulating you is to keep you from recognizing who they are and to keep you tap dancing and serving them. Our men have been victims of witching for years. The witch manipulation, the witch playing on them. Our men have been manipulated very bad by their mothers, to the point that the witch is so powerful that the witch will have her son or people around her defending her even when she wrong, to the point that they'll be able to try to rationalize her BS, and even if it hurts them. Okay? For instance, Will Smith, clearly, I know a lot of people say that he was defending his wife. Okay? But clearly, her actions have not been showing that she's a good wife to him. First of all, for you to even entertain an open marriage with your husband, let you know that you wicked. Okay? You wicked. For no apparent reason, you just decide, well, your love's not good enough for me. I need somebody else. Okay? And we'll be right back after this message. All right, and we are back to the Average Woman Podcast. So we're talking about today about identifying the witch and the witch-like behavior and just the wickedness of us as women. You know, and my point was Jada Smith is a perfect example of a witch. A perfect example of a witch, because her actions has spoken louder than words that he is not your first choice. Okay? But you still married him. You know, then you agree, or you bring up, or some kind of way, you decide that y'all gonna have an open marriage, which means you start messing around and he start messing around. Will Smith has so much class, you've never heard about a woman that he's been messing with, ever. You don't hear his business out there like that. But for some reason, Jada, all at the awards ceremonies with August Alsina, being an embarrassment. August Alsina can't hold a candle to Will Smith. But because this woman decides that, you know, she want to do her thing and all of a sudden all that, I mean, come on. And then in the later days, after you and August ain't together no more, you know, you done did whatever you wanted to do with him as far as that goes. Now you are trying to find some kind of love for your husband after all these years. You trying to find some love for this man. You're learning how to love him. That's one of the most selfishest things I've ever heard. I mean, it ain't the most selfish, but that is truly a selfish thing that only can be said by a witch. I'm trying to find love for this man who has made me feel and put me on every kind of pedestal he can for the whole time that I've been with him. I'm going to try to find a way to love him. These are the words of a witch. Y'all got to understand. She don't have no love for him. She thrives on sympathy and tricking. She wants the love of others. The person that give her the witch love for free, she don't want it. She'll shit on it every time. If you giving a witch love for free, if it don't come with a side piece on the side or some kind of secret or something like that, she don't want nothing from you. And she don't like you. But if you can give her some kind of secret, that's a beautiful thing. But Jada has been through her honor and respect and Proverbs 31, any kind of wife, period. She's not a wife. You know, she's not a wife. Because number one, if y'all do have an open marriage, the first thing that you're going to do is respect your husband, not to mess around on him. I don't give a damn that if you want to have an open marriage because you're not satisfied with me, I'm going to be satisfied with you. You understand? I'm going to be satisfied with you because that's what's right. When you get married, you become his possession. He's responsible for you, to love you and take care of you and be your friend. But you got to put yourself in that position to be those things. You cannot expect somebody to go all out of their way, balls to the wall, showing you love, this, that. They got 10,000 pounds of love for you, but you only got like a tiny little an eyedropper worth of love for them. And your behavior don't allow them to feel that way about you. You know, your behavior doesn't allow it. It's one thing when a man want to give you his love and he trying to give you his love the best way he know how, but your behavior permits that because you're not satisfied, because you got issues, because you want to manipulate him to feel and do some kind of things for you that he don't want to do. You know, regardless of the fact, we all know that Will Smith will never be Tupac. And Will Smith know that he'll never be Tupac. And he's never tried to be Tupac. All he could be is Will. And for some reason, Will isn't good enough just as Will for Jada. And you have to think about that. You know, that's a breakdown in the whole man. Why'd you marry him? It could be some other woman on him, loving him and being there for him. You know, but like I say, the witch is selfish. She'll drag you forever if you allow her to. And the worst part about it is, a lot of time when witches birth sons, they drain their sons. They drain their sons. And we'll get right back to that after these messages. Hey everybody, thanks so much for tuning in to the Average Woman Podcast. Listen, I'm just an average woman just like you, trying to figure this thing out. You know what I'm saying? If you have a show idea, a topic you'd like me to talk about, queenforcreation@gmail.com. I'm doing some exciting things, ladies. I'm getting some things in order so I could be more of assistance to you and support you. So, fucks with your girl. I can't tell your business to nobody because I don't know you. So, you know what I'm saying? Just look out for me, support a sister. I'm just regular in this world like you, trying to figure things out, and I'm here to support you. You know what I'm saying? So, I got some great things coming up, and I'm here for y'all. So, let's just continue. So, the sympathy and the audacity of these witches is just beyond me. It's just disgusting, because after you done did so much wrong and you done applied so much hurt and pain to a man with your actions and your words and your manipulation, you have the audacity to want sympathy from these men. Why do you deserve sympathy? What honor is it in defending an honorless woman? And in my book, Jada Smith does not have any honor. I'm sorry. I might be wrong, but in my traditional mind, she doesn't have any honor. You turn your kids practically the hell out. You only had two. The girl looked like she wanted to be a guy sometime, and the guy looked like he wanted to be a girl sometime. We don't know what the hell going on. And it shouldn't be like that, because they have a normal mother and father in their life. So what's wrong? But just like the Bible say, as the mother is the daughter, because you can only learn what you have around you. You learn all your sneaky shit and games and lies and your ways from your mother. You learn those from her. You might have picked up some things from your father, but men tend to not be as sneaky as women. Men tend to not lie as much as women do. Now, crackheads, they lie about everything. I can't help you on that with that, but most men are not liars, because a man gonna tell you what it is. He ain't gotta bite his tongue for you, because he don't give a damn about your feelings. So men are gonna keep it real with you all the time, most of the time. Like I say men. I'm not saying men hold themselves to a certain code, and they not gonna handle you all kind of ways. But other brothers will. But my point is, stop expecting men and manipulating these men to hold you down when your actions does not meet that requirement. It's like the girl, I see a news clipping. The girl, she parked at the gas station. You parked in the middle of two pumps. People is trying to get their gas and go do their business, but you in the way. And then when somebody say something to you, you got attitude. So you get on the phone and you go call your brothers and get everybody else involved. Now people getting killed and people going to jail because of you. Because you messed up. You understand? And we don't never want to take responsibility for our shit. And that's the biggest problem. You got to take responsibility for your shit. You got to, because that's part of fixing it. You got to acknowledge what the hell you be doing and fix it. Only a witch will try to argue and make it seem like it's not. If you are a liar, you a liar. If you got lust in your heart, you a lustful thing. And there's ways to fix that shit, but you don't have to be that way. But you have to accept the fact and acknowledge that you're not the person who you think you are. You're the person that you are. Your intentions and all that stuff don't matter what your intentions is. It's what your actions say. Because that's what people judge you. People judge you by what you do. Not so much as what you say, because the mouth will say anything. Words, people will say anything. I could say pity patter, pitter, pitter, pitter. And what the hell does that mean? I don't damn know. I know the game pity pat, but I could just say it. People just say stuff. And we have to understand when people just saying stuff just to make us feel good. Words matter. But what you can't do is allow bullshit to matter. Truth matters. When words are spoken in truth, that matters. The truth matters, and when you hear the truth, you have to accept that and turn to that truth, and don't act like it doesn't matter, because it does. We can't just manipulate our men and handle our men all kind of ways. We can't. We can't and still look at ourselves in the mirror and say we good women. That's impossible. Because good women don't manipulate and try to work all kind of evil spells on men. They don't speak evil against a man. A woman's mouth is so powerful. God say in the Bible, it is in God's word so many different ways about your tongue. What does the Bible say about your mouth? That might be my next What Does the Bible Say episode. The first one I did was about love. But your mouth, your words is powerful as a woman. You don't even understand. Well, we used to get in church and pray and all this here. I mean, Lord have mercy. Have you ever heard those country hymns? Do you hear it? It resonates in your spirit. So your words got to match up with your actions to really be the person that you say you are. And don't be trying to work that witchcraft, because I'm not going to believe that your hair is blonde but your skin is brown. I don't believe that. I don't believe that you got baby edges, because most of the time, as the babies get older, they lose their baby edges. They don't lay down no more like that. Unfortunately, we nappy head people. And nappy just mean curly. We got curly hair, and it's different shapes and textures and courses and varieties and all that stuff. And you can't do nothing about that. The only thing that you could do is accept who you are, understand what you are, and walk in and own your shit to the best of your ability, and stop making excuses for your shortcomings. Like, I admit, I gain weight because I stress eat. I get stressed out and I eat. And I have to figure out a way to fix that, because it's kind of ridiculous. I'm trying to lose weight, but then as soon as I get stressed, I start eating again. I have to acknowledge that. It's important. I could just be like, nah, it ain't that. Yeah, that's what it is. And then I'm making bad choices, but that's even worse, you know? But that's what it be, y'all. We don't be so strong-minded that you feel like you perfect and you ain't got no shit to fix. Don't think that none of us are perfect. We are nothing but works in progress, and all you can do is just try to click on them red lines and hit the autocorrect spell check on yourself. You know when you write a paper and the lines red, that mean the word spelled wrong. That's you. You got a whole lot of shit in you that's spelled wrong, and each one of them words, you got to know what need to be spelled and corrected. And it ain't nothing wrong with that, you know. But the point that you have to be willing to do that, and also too, while you're in the point of self-correction, allow yourself to heal from your pains and your traumas and all that, because I'm telling you, all that shit there, all that funk that you build up, that turns you into a witch. Holding on to resentment, just having a mean heart, that turns you into a bad witch. You speaking negative, you taking losses in the street, you cause bad luck to other damn people because you so damn wretched and don't nobody want you around. Don't be that person. Don't be that person. You know, you could be better, but you have to start with yourself. Correct that bad, funky shit that your mama taught you, that you learned, that you know does not serve you, that you know is not of God, that you know that you need to be fixing on and doing better. If you a liar, fix it. If you got that lust inside of you, you too sexual, calm that shit down. And we can have talks about all that. One-on-one, queenfromcreation@gmail.com. I'm here. Let's work this out. Because we got a kingdom to take over. We got things to do. And we can't allow our personal feelings and personal hang-ups to keep falling on our children. Because we teach that stuff to our kids. We teach those witch habits, those nasty traits about ourselves. We teach them to our kids, and we wonder why our kids don't live to see older ages, or why they being punished the way they do. Okay? But we have to go hard and love them and be there for them. And they deserve the best of us. They don't deserve us manipulating their feelings and playing on their mind and lying to him and telling them all kind of stuff. We're not going to do that no more. And with that, ladies, I appreciate you. And I say shalom. Have a good day.